Hi Sumedha, hi Richa. I'll just wait for a couple of minutes before I start. Okay. Hi Shrestha. It's 4 past 8, so we'll just wait for one more minute and then we shall start. Thank you, Shrestha. Hi. So let's just hold on for a minute or so and then I'll start. So you can grab your coffee, tea, whatever you want, and just wait for 1 minute. I think we can start and people can join as and when they have to. So good evening everyone who are watching me live right now and who will be watching the recorded live. So this is the second episode of 9 types of personality. In the last episode we discussed 3 types of personality, which was analyzer personality, which was more of like somebody who likes to analyze, create plans for everything, and they just don't like taking risks. So the second type of personality was supporter personality, kind of a person to whom everybody look up to when they need some kind of support. And a third type of personality that we discussed was the promoter personality. So somebody who they kind of they know what they need to do and everything, but they have certain problems maintaining relationships. So today we'll discuss 3 more types of personality, and as usual, like last time, I have my entire bits of points that I had made when I thought about this life. So I'm going to refer to it while I discuss, because I don't want to miss out on certain points. So if certain things resonate with you, you can comment while the live is going on. And those who are watching it later, you can also comment stating that which type of personality out of the 6 that we would be discussing by the end of this live matched with yours. Okay, so today we will start with something which is called the controller personality. Now, as the name suggests, that this kind of people likes to control. They are not like control freaks, but they like to control a lot of other situations. So he or she, they like to take the initiative of something. They are perfectly okay with making decisions because they just want to have the last word. So of course, if this is a controller personality, they like to take control of the situation, and that's why they are absolutely okay taking any call or making any decisions. They don't suffer from decision making phobia. Okay. Next thing is, they are extremely capable, efficient, and strong willed. So that is one aspect, because if you are not capable, strong willed, then you will have some issues while you are making certain decisions, and of course while taking charge. So these people are extremely good at taking charge. In fact, many people who are in the leadership role, they exhibit this kind of personality, which is controller personality. They like to take charge. They like to stay extremely efficient, capable, and confident. Hi Ananya, thank you for joining. So you just did not miss much. So we are just discussing the first type of personality for episode 2, which is controller personality. And controller personality are the one who likes to take control of the entire situation, and they are the one who are absolutely okay with making certain decisions, and they like to take initiative of something. As I was saying, that most of the people who are in the leadership role, they sometimes exhibit this kind of personality, which is the controller personality, because they are okay, they want to lead from the forefront, not from the back. They are extremely task oriented, and when any task is given to them, they will ensure that it is done without any problems. They will just ensure that everything is the one who will be shying away from that. Oh God, I have to do so many things. But the moment you give them tasks, they know what they have to do. This thing. They are extremely focused. The next one is they appear to be, now because they are so task oriented and because they are extremely goal focused, focused towards certain what they want to achieve in their in terms of their career or in terms of decision making, they sometimes appear extremely insensitive towards the emotions of other people, because they prioritize their goals, they prioritize their what should I say, their need to make the decision or make things correct over people. Unlike supporter personality, who gives more importance to only the people and less importance to the actual situation, this people, controller personality, gives more importance to the actual situation and less importance to people. So because of this, because they feel that if I can improve the situation, the people will automatically understand. So that is their point of view, not that they mean any harm to those people. So these kind of people are, from the controller personality, they appear to be extremely insensitive to other people. Especially, let's say if you are a controller personality and I'm a supporter personality, we will have very, negative viewpoints about each other, because I would feel you are insensitive and you would feel I have a laid back attitude. So that's the problem that happens when two different types of personality interact with each other and they find that they have an issue and the other person finds they have an issue. So that's why we are discussing these 9 types of personality. The next thing is, a controller personality will confront you without any hesitation, because they just need answers, they need to get things right, so they do not have any problem confronting the person. Again, if you remember in the last episode when we discussed, supporter personality are the one, they will avoid any kind of confrontation. They are the one who would like, no, it will spoil the relationship, they will keep the relationship first. But these people will confront the person forgetting about the relationship. So this is, if you can see, there is a major demarcation between a supporter personality and a controller personality. Just imagine that if these two kind of personality are staying under the same roof throughout their life, there can be huge issues with respect to their communication. So what is important is to understand that why it is why they give more importance to work, and to the other group why they give more importance to relationship. You can always maintain a balance between two different types of personality. And I would say that people who are working outside, they are the one who will be able to understand different types of personality, because you would see all kinds of personality in a workplace and you still can cohabitate with this kind of people. So all you need is a little bit of balance, little bit of letting go, and little bit of accepting how things are and maintaining a kind of a what should I say, a kind of a peaceful conversation is very important. Communication is the key. Next one is, the controller personality are not only focused on getting the things done, but they are also focused on getting the things done correctly, accurately and precisely. They don't like errors. So if I commit certain errors under you, you will come and confront and make my life hell. Not that you mean harm to me, but as a controller personality, you want to keep it error free. So controller personality has certain similarity with the analyzer personality, who do not like to take risk, who have kind of understood the entire situation. I'm just trying to relate the different personalities so that you understand nobody fits into one type of personality. People fit into different types of personality, and you can have more traits of this or some traits of that, but the major one that you have, you need to identify that this is the one that I resonate the most, and so I am more inclined towards this kind of personality. But trust me, as a therapist, I feel, because my area of subject is personality, I feel that psychology has a lot to do with terms of identifying other types of personality. Whatever has been identified so far, many of us will only resonate to a certain extent, but not completely, because many work has still left to be done in this field to understand different kinds of personality. Every individual is unique, so that is very important. All right. Okay. So the next one is, just like analyzer personality, controller personality will also take into consideration all the resources they have and how they can utilize all the resources to get their work done. They can remain extremely calm under pressure. So if you see that a controller personality has a lot common with analyzer personality, but not completely, because analyzer personality spends a lot of time in planning, but a controller personality does not spend the entire amount of time in planning. They also start working on it, but they are very different from supporter personality, because who just gives importance to emotions and relationships. Okay, they can actually push people to the extreme to get good results. So a balanced personality is what we are looking at. So a supporter personality is also good in some aspect. A controller personality is also good at some aspect. So I'll just give my example, then I'm not sure who is watching me live, right? So many of you would understand that what I'm trying to say. So for example, is Richa watching right now? Yes, Richa is watching. So let me give example of Richa. So I am so when the first time when she consulted, I was very supportive personality. I understood and all these things, emotions, no confrontation, nothing. But as session progressed, I started pushing her, no, you have to do this, no, you have to do this. Why? Because I was aiming at the results. But then again, when she was falling back, again I was a supporter personality. So you basically have to wear different caps according to the situation. You cannot just be, no, I am a supporter personality, I am going to be like a supporter personality throughout my life. No. So you can be more inclined towards XYZ, any type of personality, but it is best to adapt different traits from different personality, so that according to situations you can play these cards very well. I also have traits of analyzer personality. When certain situations are there, I plan it through so that as much as risk can be avoided. So you can just have to wear those caps accordingly, jitna ho sake. Okay. So one problem with controller personalities, because they are so goal focused, so are oriented like this. So when you are looking for emotional support from these people, they can tell you things like, oh, you are such a crybaby, I don't think that's even a problem, forget it, just move on with your life. They can say things like this, not because they mean anything wrong to you. It's just that they don't understand that why people should give more importance to emotions. That is more of a supporter personality point of view. So when you are talking to people and when you think that you are not getting the actual support, or the communication is failing sometimes, you just have to step back and understand that, or realize what are you asking from whom. If you are asking for support from a controller personality, you are never going to be satisfied. And if you are asking for results from a supporter personality, you will not be satisfied. So you have to have different people in your support network, so that you know when to go to which kind of people. It is not about using people, it is about utilizing your understanding and resources according to the situation. Okay. So how do you deal with such kind of people if you have controller personality? Especially when at workplace you have many controller personalities. So how do you deal with such people? First of all, you work towards their best interest. They can confront, they can do all this thing to get work done. So keep work as the first priority for them. Next one is submissive to them might be important, but when your ideas you think is better than the controller personality, just focus on how you present the ideas to them. Don't try to hurt their ego. So this analyzer personality, this controller personality, they thrive on their ego. So you don't hurt or confront their ego, they will not be able to take it. Basically, these kind of people do not like the taste of their own medicine. That's the problem. So what you have to do is you have to be very you don't have to be extremely aggressive with these people, but if you think what they are saying and what you are thinking, your ideas are more practical than theirs, in that case you just have to calm down a little bit and present it in ways so that the person thinks that you are not trying to show who you are a better person or you can think better, but you're just trying to make it better, make the entire situation in your favor, like in each other's favor, right? So the next one, this is about the controller personality. The next type of personality is the controller analyzer personality. So now, till now, what did we discuss? We discussed 4 separate groups of personality. The first one was analyzer, the second one was supporter, the third one was promoter, and the fourth one is controller. Now some people is a mix of this and mix of that. So we will now talk about a little bit of that. So the next one is the controller analyzer personality. Many things will be common between the two. So they have a both combination of a little bit of controller, little bit of analyzer. They tend to be quite distant because they can appear to be very insensitive. They just keep themselves distant because what matters to them is work and result. Amazing. Controller analyzer. Yes, controller analyzer. So they kind of like to keep themselves distant because they don't want to get into the drama of emotions. That's how they portray emotions as drama, right? They are really difficult to know. It's really difficult to know what is happening in their lives because neither they interfere or neither they try to how should I put it, neither they try to help anybody else when it comes to their emotions, and neither they like to display their emotions publicly. So controller analyzer personality are the kind of people who themselves are very distant. They don't like to interfere in others' life. They also do not like to show their life to others. So they want to keep it very private. Okay. So you will never know what is happening in their life. And that might make you feel that they are very secretive, they are very insensitive. But no, that's how they are. They just don't think that life is worth it showing your emotions to everyone. Okay. The next one is what matters to them is business. When it comes to business, they are extremely efficient. They can just do all their work without any problem. They have all the plannings done, all resources taken care of. But when it comes to humans, emotions, they will probably take the back door and leave it. They will say that no, not my cup of tea. They don't like it. Okay, because they are very upfront. They will say things that people do not like to hear, and they will say things in ways that people will not like to hear. So even if I tell you that the dress is looking bad on you, I might say in a way that yeah, it's nice, but don't you think this would look better? So a little bit different. I can put it so that you're not offended. But they will say this dress is looking horrible on you. I don't think you should wear it, because they feel that that's the truth. Why should I sugarcoat my words? So that way people think that, oh my God, these people are so insensitive. So that is the problem with these people. That is their weakness and that is also their strength. Their weakness is also their strength at certain times when they are not driven by their emotions. They are driven by their head, not heart. So when they implement a plan, they take a little bit of longer time, of course, because they have to do the entire market survey before doing certain plan. But when they do it, they have already implemented the plan in their head millions times before they actually do it in the practical. So they really know. So you might find, oh my God, are you an astrologer? How do you know that is going to happen exactly like this after this? So it is basically they have done it so many times in their head that they exactly know what is going to happen. Just the way we manifest certain things in our life, law of attraction and all these things to get this, they basically manifest the entire plan in their head so many times that they really know what's going to happen in the real life, right? Okay. They find it extremely difficult to trust people, right? Because the emotion quotient is so less and all that matters to them is business. They feel that it is very difficult to trust people, right? So and people also find it difficult to trust them, because when it comes to trust, it is like vice versa game. You trust me, and if I don't trust you, then at a certain point of time you will lose your trust on me. So that's like a vice versa thing that keeps on going on, and people find it very difficult to trust them. They also find it very difficult to trust other people. Okay, they are very organized. They can work under supervision. People can work under their supervision. They have everything planned, crystal clear plan. They know what to be done, when to be done. They have plan A to Z all ready. They know if this doesn't work, this doesn't work. They don't take no in terms of business. They are very focused when it comes to that, right? And they are very logical and rational when it comes to work, and even when it comes to relationship, they are very logical. So if they, let's say if you go to a controller analyzer personality and you say, you know, I was texting him, he didn't respond, I think there is something wrong with him, he has been avoiding my text for a long period of time, I don't know, they will say maybe the person is actually busy, and I think you should just stop disturbing such kind of people. I mean, get a life, do something about your life. So probably that is not what you wanted to hear, but that is exactly what they tell you, because that is how they feel. You know, it's not that they're insensitive, it is just that the emotional quotient is a little down when it comes to expression or communication. They may be very emotional, but they would not show that side, because they feel that if I show that side, I am actually giving a lot of access to the other people to my life. So they will not do that. When I show emotional quotient, I'm actually sharing a lot to you, and I'm giving a lot of access to my life, and they will keep the doors closed, fastened with, you know, fasten your seat belts and everything with 4 or 5 locks. They will keep it like this. All right. They will, if you are critical to them, if you are extremely critical about how they work, and they are constantly, they are, yes Ananya, they are very vulnerable, but they will not show that. So all they want to talk about is business, because business and emotions are different, which is wonderful. But when it comes to emotional side, they don't trust anybody, they don't like to interfere in others' emotional life, they don't let anybody else interfere in their life, because there is this wall, thick wall that they have put around them, and they protect themselves inside that wall. All right. So if you are constantly being critical to them, you know, you don't listen to me, you do this, you do that, so that's the time when these people start avoiding you. Yeah, if you have so many problems, don't talk to me like this. If a supporter personality will try to talk, why do you feel like this and all, they will not get into communication. Oh, you have a problem with me? Great. You know what? My block list is bigger than my friend list, and they will block you. It is like that. They don't want to involve at all in when it comes to any kind of emotional thing. They are not game for this. Okay. So if you feel that you are not getting any emotional support from a person, just just step back and try and understand that what are you asking from whom. It is not a problem with them, it is how they are. Okay, I connect to this concept. Okay, all right. So they are not very concerned about relationships, and as a result they lack understanding and compassion. Okay, so how do you deal with a controller analyzer personality? By being efficient at your work, by giving them the full details, not disclosing certain facts to them will bring you into their bad books, and minimizing errors. Just try to be as perfect as you want to be. If you minimize the errors, if you give them all details, and if you are extremely efficient, then you are in the good books of controller and analyzer personality, and probably you will be able to get a little more access than the other rest of the world. Okay. Now comes the third one, the last one for the day. Again, a mixture of two more. So what we discussed so long is analyzer, supporter, controller, and promoter. The next one was controller analyzer, which we discussed just a few minutes back. And now what we will discuss is promoter supporter. So combination of the four, right? Promoter supporter personality is the second combination apart from controller analyzer. Now what is promoter supporter? They do not put so much seriousness in everything they do, still they have a lot of real relationships around them. They are like very happy-go-lucky people. They will not take everything very seriously around them, but they are very happy-go-lucky people, and they have real relationships around them, because their vibe is very it's very positive, that people would like to come to them and talk to them. Okay, they express themselves in a way in everything they do. They're very expressive. This comes from the promoter personality, who has a say in everything, who can speak their mind up in everything. So they can express themselves very way, but at the same time they cherish their relationships too. So while I will speak my mind, I can talk about anything, but I will also cherish all the relationships. So it's a mixture of promoter and supporter. The next one is they are very charismatic and they use this to build the relationship. They have a very magnetic personality. People find them easily attracted towards them, and this is what they use to build relationships with people. They may seem like a star in the crowd because they can talk on everything, they can attract people, people find it easier to talk to them. They are like have real relationships and they can express themselves so well, so they become like the star in the crowd, right? Cherish their own and others' opinions too. So it is not that it is only my way or the highway. No, they will cherish their own opinion, but they will also give you ample space to disclose your opinion and to cherish them too. These people enjoy laughing, and they do this even in the face of challenges because they are so positive and they know that they can do these things. So unlike the analyzer controller personality who are extremely, oh my god, there is an error and their entire plan is distorted and again they have to start, they will laugh, look at the challenge, they will laugh and they will go through it. So they're very chilled, they're very calm kind of people, right? Because promoter supporter value the opinions of other people and theirs too, so of course there are chances of less conflict with them and other people because they also keep relationships first. They know work will be done if you take care of your people. So it is a common saying. I think I connect more with the promoter supporter personality because when I was a manager in corporate, I used to believe this: if you take care of your people will take care of your work. So that is what I feel. But the other group, I also have worked with the controller analyzer personality who said, I will take care of my work. If people are not worth it, new people will come. That is their thought process, and this was my thought process. Okay, so let me give me a way. Yeah, that's it. So next is working under pressure is not something that this kind of people excel at because they find it difficult to perform under stress. So when it's stressful, they find it very difficult to perform and think through. That is one problem. That is not a problem with controller analyzer personality. They cannot pay close attention to details, and unlike analyzer controller personality who will minutely identify everything, they just have an overall understanding and not minute understanding of everything, but they don't give so much of importance to details. So how do you thrive with this kind of people, that is promoter supporter personality? First of all, allowing them to make real relationships because these people thrive on relationships, thrive on people, thrive on emotions. Next is appreciating them in public because these people also appreciate you in public. So if you also appreciate them in public, they feel very nice. And third is letting them work in a group. They are extremely well organized when it comes to group. They know how to handle each member of the group and how to connect them and without much clash or conflict because they work well when it comes to emotions. So if you let them work in a group, I think they can actually thrive pretty well. So I think that is pretty much it for today. And so far what we discussed is 6 types of personality. The first one was analyzer, the second one was supporter, third one was controller, fourth one is promoter, and the fifth and sixth were the combination controller analyzer and promoter supporter. We are left with 3 more which we will discuss next Tuesday live again on Insta, and that will complete the 9 types of personality. I don't know which personality I connect with. I think it's a mixture of everything except the controller person. I don't think I'm a controller or can control anyone. Yes. So if you are not a controller, then likely you will not be an analyzer too. Maybe you are more of a promoter supporter. But I think it's better to identify once we are done with the rest 3 types of personality on Tuesday. Then you have a complete picture of the 9 types of personality, and then probably you will be able to identify that which one do I incline or resonate more with. So you still have 33% left. So I would say just hold on before you find out which one do you resonate with. Controller promoter, does it exist? Controller promoter, does it exist? I think it does. Let me just check. I have written it long time back and now I don't even remember. I think my type of personality is nowadays Gajini personality. I am kind of forgetting everything. So controller promoter, yes, the next one is Ananya, controller promoter, and after that we have the supporter analyzer, and then we have the centric personality. I think most of us would be able to have a clear idea only when we complete the entire cycle. So till now you probably have understood that what traits you match with, but once we complete the entire one, then you would understand, okay, I'm this kind of personality. All right. So that's pretty much about today, and thank you everyone for watching this live, and who are going to watch this live later on. Thank you for that as well. Please take care of yourself, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Take care.